Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode on our Get to Know series. And today is a super exciting one, especially as we're leading into the World Cup season starting this weekend. And so I'm so excited to introduce you to one of our newest athletes this season that we're so excited to support, and that's Patrick Kenney. So, Patrick Kenney, welcome, and welcome to the Sync community.
Thanks for having me, Parker.
And so, really, just to get started, I want to introduce you to all of our people who are following, but also get people knowing who you are, what you're up to, and what this season's going to look like, especially this weekend. So, that being said, let's start with some of the easy questions first. How old are you? Where are you from? And what's your favorite event?
All right, so I'm 24 years old. I'm from Hingham, Massachusetts, and my favorite event is probably Super G, but I'm more of a giant slalom skier right now.
All right, speed guy, but the GS part I totally understand. And so that kind of leads me right into the first question, which is congratulations. We just saw that you got the spot to race in your first World Cup this weekend, and we are so excited for you. And so I guess first question, how are you feeling? What's going on in your head? And what are you kind of thinking about as you go into that start gate this weekend?
I'm feeling good. This summer has been a long one. It's been, a little change of pace since I graduated from college, and I knew this day, the time trial was coming since April. And so it's a little bit relieving to have that out of the way after all these months of it hanging over my head and get that monkey off my chest. But yeah, just like to get to the next step and get my debut at Solden. So going into the start gate, I don't just want to show up once. This is the dream that I want to live. So I want to do some damage this weekend. It's not just my first time, I'm going there to, flip it or get my name in the mix. So
I love to hear that mindset. And you mentioned you just graduated from college, you're a UNH skier. How do you think that college really helped create this mindset and this calmness as you're going into World Cup?
that's a good question. Yeah, I think that I have a lot of perspective after college. Coming out to Europe when I was 18 on the US team and the D team, it was definitely a lot different than it is now. I have a lot of experiences and a lot of maturity under my belt that coming out here was, a little easier last winter. And I think just I have a college degree, so anything from here is bonus. And if I can do well in the World Cup, great. And if not, there's, a lot of life to be had. So I'm in a good
No,
position.
amazing, and just such a good head to have on, and incredible experience to be able to be managing being a student athlete for those 4 years and then taking that transition to now be on the World Cup is pretty exciting. And so I think what makes sense to move from here is, who are you skiing with this year? What is that program that you're a part of that's really brought you to be in this comfort and this zone in Europe constantly?
So I'm on a team. It's called Global Racing. We are based out of Innsbruck, Austria, and it's a team made up of 10, elite athletes. They're from all over the world. We have 4 from the US. We have 1 from Ireland. We have 1 from Australia. We have 1 from the Netherlands, 2 from Belgium, and 1 from Germany. So it's a big team with a lot of different backgrounds. So we're, based out of Austria. I live with George and Brian, who are my teammates, and they're the US guys, and then Harry Laidlaw, who's an Australian. And I just came over here last year on a whim. The skiing was going well at the beginning of the year, and my coaches were like, you should go to Europe. So I came out here, was lucky enough to tag along with Paul Epstein and this team, and was also fortunate enough to ski well to earn a spot here for this year. So a lot has gone well in regards to that, and I'm psyched to be with this team. It's definitely the place to be this time of year with this group of guys. It's really awesome so far.
So it sounds like you have a really incredible team, which is something that you also got when you were in college. And having that team environment and those different guys to push you, do you feel like that's helped in your success and your growth as a skier?
Yeah, 100%. It's every day is a tough day on the hill with these guys, and as bad as you want to get better, you're always going to be humbled, and there's always going to be someone faster than you. And it's a good group to, push. And then when you get off the hill, you live your life with these guys, and, you keep it light. It's a really good environment and good dynamic on and off the hill for sure.
Well, Pat, it sounds like you have an incredible setup right now, that you've made your way through your entire ski career, really fighting uphill battles and pushing yourself to get to this dream. And we are so thrilled and so excited to congratulate you on having that start. And we will be cheering from you from Vail, Colorado, and the rest of the Sync community will be cheering from you all over. So we can't wait to see you, and good luck with everything.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Parker. Thanks for having me.